Hi. In this video, I want to talk about how what you want to manifest is actually closer than you think it is, and what you are doing to potentially prevent it from manifesting to your life now rather than later. My name is Tammy Reiger, and I am a higher self alchemist, and I help women get out of patterns of overthinking, overdoing, overanalyzing, over undervaluing themselves, to break those patterns, to be able to remember who she is, step into her power, own her voice, and use the gifts that she's been given to create the life that she truly craves. Manifesting. It is the talked about thing in the spiritual community. Manifesting abundance, manifesting the partner, manifesting the career, manifesting this, manifesting that. And I have been stuck in that for, good God, at least a decade, trying, doing this technique and this ritual and this, and it never worked. It just never worked. Or if it worked, it was very fleeting. It just didn't seem to have the substance I wanted it to have and that people would talk about having. It just never seemed to happen for me. And finally, I'm starting to understand, by even focusing on this idea that I was bad at manifesting, or manifesting didn't work for me, that I was actually creating more trouble or difficulty in manifesting. See, manifesting is not a doing. It is an energy of being. And when you think about something, whether it's money or a partner or a job, it is instantly created. It's in your field. All you have to do is become an energetic match for you to get it. Sounds easy, right? But many of us don't believe that it's there. We have this I need to see it before I believe it energy, which we have all been programmed to believe in. If we can't see it, touch it, taste it, smell it, then it's not real. But when you visualize something, you're creating the energy, the stardust, if you will, of the components, the foundation of what you want to create. And then manifesting becomes just your magnetism to pull that into your life. It is not something that you need to do. But one of the problems with manifesting, if you keep watching videos about manifesting, which this will probably be the last one I do about this, then you will always have problems manifesting, because when you are trying to figure out why you haven't gotten it, why it hasn't come sooner, why you seem to be struggling like that, you're telling the universe that you don't believe in what you have created in your visualization, that you could receive it, whether it's because you don't feel you're worthy of it, if you don't think it's possible, or you think it's going to be hard. It doesn't matter. If you are visualizing to create something new, you have to believe it's done. And I mean done. One of the biggest things that my guide said to me months ago, you are creating your own efforting by this belief that because you don't get it right away, we have this thing where this convenience thing in this country, like if we don't get it right away, we get like antsy, like we need to know why, we need to analyze it, we need to overthink it. And when we do that, we tell the universe, hey, I don't really believe I created it. I'm not even sure I want it. And it doesn't come. We just create all the things we don't. Manifesting is not a one-time deal. We manifest every second of the day based on what we choose, which sometimes we choose subconsciously, but a lot of times we choose consciously, but also what we put our focus on. So if you are visualizing this beautiful life you want to have with all the things, and then you come out of it and you're watching videos on how to manifest it, you've already told the universe that you don't think that your visualization was enough for you to receive it. It's a tricky thing to be in this space, because I really had to even shift from my own, what I was watching on YouTube, to a place where watching videos where I knew it was already done. And it takes some patience, and it feels weird. It's like because we've been programmed to believe that if we don't have it right now, it means I have to fix something, or I have to seek something, or I have to learn something, or I have to remember something. And what if it was much easier than that? It was just you remembering that you are the creator of your reality. And the minute you say, universe, this is what I want, and visualize it and feel it and experience it, it is done. You have manifested it. It just hasn't appeared in your physical reality. And we get stuck in this, I have to see it before I believe it, which then our mind tries to create all this stuff, which then takes us away from what we want. So if you are somebody who feels that like you struggle with manifesting or it doesn't quite work, I'm going to actually tell you to stop trying to find out why it doesn't work and believe that you are the master manifester. Because everything in your life, even the stuff that you don't want to have, you manifested based on your beliefs about who you are, who you believe the world to be, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the world, your own experiences in this lifetime, potentially even past lives, and how your nervous system feels about allowing that vision that you had into your life. Yes. So you need to focus on, I have it. It is mine. Even if it feels fake at first, and it will. But you've got to believe that it is done. When you start believing it is done, you will start to see the magic happen. You create your reality. Yes, all of it. And yes, even as the world as it is today, we have all had a piece in manifesting that. And I'll do another video about why that actually is and how we can fix it, how we each can fix it. But from a manifesting standpoint, we have to get out of this idea that manifest is an action. It is not. It is a done deal. The minute you say, this is what I want, and whatever ritual you do, you have to believe it is done. You cannot then focus on something else that is opposite from what you have with the energy of fear or anger or powerlessness. So an example of this, let's say you're trying to manifest, I don't know, $10,000, okay? And you really like that $10,000 to say come in the next 30 to 90 days, okay? You've given that money a job by visualizing it and sharing it with people. But if you then go to your bank account and see that number in fear, you're telling the universe that you don't actually believe that you're going to receive that money. And then you start to manifest fear of not having enough, scarcity, lack. And you just get stuck in that pattern. And then you visualize it again. And then you go back to your bank account and you nullify it. In this time when you're asking for that money, you have to believe it's already yours. You aren't going to be told how. You aren't going to be told when. You just need to trust. But we are tangible. We like to be able to touch things, tables, cameras, lights, maybe not lights, your hair, your glasses, whatever. And then we believe it's real. That's what we've been taught. But that's not how this energy works with manifesting. We have to believe that when you visualize it, it is done. And then when we deal with the echoes of the old, which is what your bank account is, that is what your relationship is with or without a partner, that is what your job is or your business is, just an echo of the old until your new visualization appears in your life. We actually react to the echo, and by doing that, we either nullify what we visualized or we delay it and delay it and delay it and delay it, because we interact with that. And every time we have that reaction out of fear or scarcity, we then delay our ability to actually get what we want and or nullify it, which is what my experience has been, is that it just never came because I was constantly reactive. So let's say I'm trying to manifest $10,000 and I go look at my credit cards. I cannot have fear. I have to know that that money, that those bills are paid. Done. Doesn't mean you don't pay your bills every month. It's just you know that the visualization you had with that money, let's say paying off some of that credit card debt, is done. You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You have to just believe it is done. And I will tell you that it's hard to get to because your nervous system has many memory, and your cellular memory in your body has a lot of memories, potentially from your childhood or even inherited, where debt or lack and scarcity were the norm. So this idea of being able to manifest abundance is not only not normal, not safe. And this is where we getting into being able to reprogram your nervous system to see abundance as safe. Because believe it or not, your nervous system might actually see scarcity as safe. And if that's the case, manifesting money is much harder. You might get a little and then you'll sabotage it. It's because your nervous system is saying that's not safe to have that much money. And there's many reasons for that. It could definitely be from childhood, past lives, or even inherited. So beyond having this, you have to believe it's done. You also have to go into your bank account, go into your life as a single person, or go to a job or a business and not react to the echo and believe that it's done. But you also have to really tap into your nervous system and to see whether or not what you actually want to manifest is something it feels safe with. If it doesn't, it won't happen. It'll be like hitting a brick wall. You can try to manifest all you like, and that's all you're ever going to get. So you need to clear the memories in your nervous system and get it to see abundance as safe. Also, your body and your cellular memory might also have the same thing. And then you need to stop believing that you need to do something to manifest. Manifesting is the act of visualization. And once that visualization is done, it's done. It's just you and the focus that you put on in your day-to-day that is what is either pushing it away or bringing it in. And that means not reacting to the echoes of the old, not believing that you need to do something or fix something or to receive something outside other than maybe fixing your nervous system so it will allow it in. And then you'll start to see the things happen. But there's so much, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, and you have to do this. And it's just spin. And I'm not saying that hasn't worked for other people, but for those of us who have been trying to manifest for years and it hasn't happened, I'll tell you that all of that just feels like fluff. And a lot of it didn't even feel right to me even when I tried it. I had a client years ago and he would come and he would say to me, yeah, I just manifested $50,000. And I said, oh, and he goes, yeah, I knew I needed it and it just showed up. And I always just thought, that's interesting. And I would always say to him, that's great that you can do that. You must have a superpower. And actually, we all have that superpower. And that's exactly what this is. He said he needed, I don't know, $50,000 and the universe delivered it. He never questioned it. He knew it was already done. His nervous system felt totally okay with receiving it. He never tried to fix anything, seek anything, learn anything, remembering. He just knew he would get it. He had no idea how it would show up, but he knew he would receive it. And that is what this is. You say it and say it in past tense, like I have received $50,000, not I'm going to receive $50,000. When you're going to receive $50,000, it will always stay in the future and never in the present. So I have received $50,000. I have X number of dollar amounts in my bank account. I have a partner that I love to be around who loves me for me. I have a job that I love to go to every day and pays me beautifully. I have a business that makes my heart sing. I have the most wonderful clients and customers. I love what I'm doing. Whatever it is, you have to say it like it's done. And at first, this is going to feel weird. And if it feels weird, it may actually be a nervous system thing, because done may not feel safe. And you can work on those things. But it's not that the inner work hasn't been done, or that you don't deserve it, or that you have to jump through hoops and do cartwheels to get it. It's just that you have to stop sabotaging yourself with what you're focusing on after you've actually done the manifesting process, so that you remain the frequency match for that, instead of doing things that either delay it or push it away. So how are you doing with manifesting? I would love to know in the comments how your experience with manifesting has been, and whether or not you are a see it or believe it person, or overanalyze it. Do you see where you could be sabotaging yourself, and where you could potentially shift that, so that you can manifest easier? The universe wants it to be easier for you. Your higher self wants you to be easier for this. We were never supposed to be made to struggle, but because we have forgotten our own gifts and how manifesting and creation of a reality actually works, we have unknowingly been sabotaging ourselves. So drop your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to this video. It will let people see more of me in their feed, and for them too to understand how they too may be sabotaging their ability to manifest. We all deserve to live in a world where we all get to have the things that we want, with peace and unity and balance, because that's what we're actually made for. We were made to learn and grow within discovery and play. There's always duality, but not at the level that we have today. It's much more granular. So drop your thoughts in the comments below. And that is it for this video. Bye for now.